branding. Like, okay, you might have your unique, it's a unique product. Now, for example, your friend owns the fire fountain. As in, how, like, tailoring it to make it sellable. Like, okay, for example, for my case, if I told us to come up with that scrubbing thing, I would imagine myself getting a rough cast material, then I put it together with glue and everything. Then I go to the market, someone looks at it like, hey, Botoga Seko, just do things together.
No, it actually depends on if people are willing to buy the product.
How do I make it sellable? Like,
one of this unique way of coming up with a product is even unique in how you sell it. Because with the fire fountain, for me, I thought of coming up with something, because the concept behind lighting a charcoal stove was very simple. As long as you have a consistent flame. A consistent flame for 5 minutes. Because everyone at home, I grew up in a big home, and everyone hated lighting a charcoal stove. And I always fell in the gap where it was just me left. So I had to do it, and I did not like it.
You'll be the one to fall prey to.
Exactly.
Lighting it.
People would disappear. People knew how to disappear from the task. So today, it's you. Tomorrow, bad coincidence, it's still you. The other day, someone asks for you. If ever gives you something small as a kid, you say, okay, because I'm going to get this. Anyway, let me do it, even if you don't like it. So because of that, when you're told to do the same at 22, 23 years.
You feel like, so that's where the inspiration came from.
That's where the biggest inspiration was.
Okay.
I mean, you're at home with your parent and you're a campus-going student. It's just the two of you. And if she asks you, she's going to ask you, do you think I'm going to do it?
So you wanted to solve your inconvenience.
Exactly. So that's the day I told myself, my friend, I've been in science class. I love science. And I like products. If I crack this one, I'm going to be on the good side of life. So why not? So look for the consistent flame, look for some fuels, you'll be shocked with things like that. But what I'm trying to say is, because people have been lighting charcoal stoves for a very long time, people are not going to stop. Because people have been lighting the charcoal stove for so long, they're not going to stop because your product has come out. In fact, it was like a suggestion when we tried to sell. And because we were sure, if someone saw 20 pieces of paper on the left and a small disc on the right, they would definitely pick this.
So people already had an alternative.
Yes, and there was a lot of disadvantages this side and a lot of advantages this side. Someone in their saying mind wouldn't say no. So with that, coming up with a new product, that made everything very simple.
Because of your inconvenience, you're already tired when you were young.
Exactly. So because you've lived the challenge, if you came up with, I was the best person to come up with a solution.
You had the experience and everything.
Because I was so tired. But you know there are many ways of fighting. You can just choose to boycott, you can choose to.
But now
for an entrepreneur, that's their way of fighting.
People already had alternatives. So how because I know you have been doing it for like almost 3 years or so, how have you convinced them to just simply abandon the alternatives and stick to your product? Because that is also important as well.
It's very tough. Yeah. But when I was still in class, primary school, we were told to get another agenda.
Hey.
They said multiplication today. 2 times 3. Get 3 baskets, put 2 sticks in each. How many sticks do you have in total? 6. So there are some kids who are like, no.
8.
Baskets? I don't have baskets. So there you go. They say, teacher, there is no basket.
Yes.
So you say, okay, there's no basket. You have basins. There you go. Teacher, I have only 2. You say 3. So there were some slower kids and the faster ones.
Okay.
So when the faster ones get it, the slower ones
will follow.
Exactly. There's something I banked on. Rumor.
That there is someone who actually has something.
There are things that have power, my friend. Rumor has power.
Okay.
If an incident happens in town,
what goes around?
A rumor these days media. And even when people watch it on TV, listen to it on radio, people sit in their kakuns and
talk. So you didn't wait to fine tune your product in that it will be a bandwagon product, like everyone else will just simply go along with it.
That would need a lot of advertising.
Okay.
That would need that you make sure it crosses everyone's ear that you intend it does.
And for someone starting up, that is a lot of work.
That's a lot.
Okay.
But now the fact that you have to look for how it works out.
Wow.
It's very small, everything, but you have to start.
So it's better that you start with a small group that you have, you sell to them,
and you pray that rumor does your work as you're accumulating something.
There's something really good somewhere out there.
Yes, as you're accumulating something for the modern rumor version.